Deep in the heart of Israel's capital city, Jerusalem, a secret remains buried beneath the most revered yet contested real estate in the world, waiting for the right moment to be rediscovered. For the last 2,000 years, men from many civilizations have searched for the one thing that could reveal the truth and reestablish mankind's connection to God. Finding it could end all religious doubt and bloodshed, or start the war of all wars.
When I was a young boy, I was fascinated with Tanakh, with the Bible, with different aspects of the stories and the King David. And I would imagine myself being him. The great warriors, Yehuda, Maccabee, how they're able to conquer and do things for the sake of Israel, for Yiddishkeit, with Mesiras Nefesh, with self-sacrifice. In a more zoomed-in view, we have Temple Mount. Looking at it directly from above, this here is the eastern wall.
For 20 years, Moskoff has been researching the precise location of where to begin excavations that would uncover the passageway leading to the Ark of the Covenant. Moskoff believes in the oldest yet lesser-known theory, based mainly on scriptural sources and renowned Jewish scholars throughout the ages.
The Rambam, Maimonides, the great Jewish philosopher that lived in the 1400s, the authority on Jewish law, he himself ascended the Temple Mount, went into the Dome of the Rock to pray there. He may have even seen some of the outcroppings of the old temple, of the Second Temple, even of Hadrian's temple, if it was forbidden, according to Jewish law. If the Holy of Holies was there, if the Ark of the Covenant was there, there's no question. There's no way he'd be able to do that.
This theory, which places the Ark just south of the Dome of the Rock, is also based on the work of British Royal Engineer Captain Sir Charles Warren. In 1867, Warren went to Palestine with the Palestine Exploration Fund, where he conducted the first major excavations of Jerusalem, thereby ushering in a new age of biblical archaeology.
Imagine it, 150 years ago, Captain Charles Warren excavating the Temple Mount and finding that in fact the Holy of Holies is not where the Dome of the Rock is. According to his plans, diagrams, underground excavations for cisterns, the whole plan of the Temple Mount and the retaining walls indicate that in fact the temple itself stood to the southwest of the Dome of the Rock.
Lending proof to Moskoff's theory is an account found in the Jerusalem Talmud, telling of a priest who found the entrance to the tunnel that led to the holy chamber housing the Ark. Unfortunately, before he could share his discovery, he was consumed by a holy fire that burst forth from the floor. Almost 2,000 years later, a group of rabbis claims to have discovered a secondary passageway leading to this tunnel.
We are excavating under the Temple Mount in Jerusalem when we came to an underground room in the direction of the Holy of the Holies. And it was the Ark of the Covenant that Moses placed the 10 Commandments in. But when we came close to the Holy of the Holies, the Arab management of the Temple Mount decided to stop our diggings, and they erected a wall in order to stop us from getting to the Holy Ark.
No structure will ever be housed on top of the Holy of Holies until the final redemption. This is from a prophecy of Micha and Yirmiyahu, which states, Zion will be plowed over like a field. The great 16th century Kabbalist, the Arizal, and respected Torah scholar, the Maharsha, learn out that Zion refers to the place of the Holy of Holies.
The presence of the Dome of the Rock on the Temple Mount proves that the Holy of Holies wasn't there and the Ark is not beneath that spot. This provides a convenient way to tell the public, and Jews in particular, to stay out of the Dome of the Rock, proceeding with the facade that this is the holiest place in the world, this is the place of the Dome of the Rock, of the Holy of Holies, of the Ark of the Covenant, when in fact it wasn't there. We're not allowed to go to our own holy places all over Israel, and certainly here on the Temple Mount, and dig there and do archaeological discoveries. We're not allowed to pray there. We're not allowed to access it on our holidays.
Moskoff and others know that until the final days or coming of the Messiah, all this research is purely theoretical. The Temple Mount is administered by the Jordanian and Palestinian-led Waqf, and any attempt to dig on or around the Temple Mount by Israeli archaeologists is illegal and extremely dangerous.
Every time we dig in our own backyard, as it were, on the Temple Mount, in tombs that we hold, tombs of the tzaddikim, of the great holy people, it causes huge rioting, an obsession with stopping the Jewish people, stopping our connection and our hold to the spiritual, to the land of Israel, to the physical.
Violence broke out in East Jerusalem and near the entrance to the Temple Mount on Sunday. According to police, Muslim leaders had called on worshippers to come in defense of the Temple Mount.
There are diggings of the officially Israeli diggings under the mount, and there is danger for Al-Aqsa if there is earthquake, for example.
While Jews are banned from praying on the Temple Mount, the Waqf continues to excavate the ancient site, and in the process are destroying actual evidence of the two Jewish temples.
The reason why we need to know the exact spot of where the Ark is and where the Mizbeach, the altar is because by actually finding it out, we bring it on. We help to bring on the coming of the third temple. We help to bring on the return of the exiles of the Jewish people. It's all part of it. It's all part of this preparation process, this messianic process, if you will. It's all happening right here.
So, where exactly is the soul of Mount Moriah? According to this theory, the precise location to begin digging for the secret passageway is here.
It's always been a dream of mine to walk through this very valley, and I actually did it once. About 2 years ago, walking through this valley and seeing what Abraham saw, what Jacob saw, they saw the mountain in the original topography, the original shape of it, and being in awe of that. This is the place where God wants to dwell. Of all the places in the world, Jerusalem. It was a very moving moment for me. As a child, I always dreamt of that, and it'll always remain that way, I think, for the Jewish people. An internal, intrinsic connection to our land and to Jerusalem and to the Temple Mount in particular, where the center of the universe